Alexandria Troas. Alexandria Troas means Alexandra's Troy. When Alexander the Great died in Babylonia, near present-day Baghdad, his great empire extending from Macedonia to India was divided among its commanders. It's the first division, most of Anatolia, including the Biga Peninsula or Troy Peninsula, where Alexandria Troas was located. Syria and Lebanon remained, with Antigonus Monoptolemus, one of the commanders of Alexander the Great. Antigonus decided to establish a large city which would be named after him on the old settlement of Sigea, located exactly here. This city began to be built between 310 and 306 BC, and he named the city as Antigonia. That means the city of Antigonus, and Antigonia Troas, relative to the legendary region of Troy where it was founded. Antigonus ordered the inhabitants of the surrounding cities to move to Antigonia to live in this city that can be considered colossal for the period he established it. He forced the inhabitants of all cities to move to Antigonia from Colonia on the cradle-like hill located on the shore towards Tavaklapir when you look south from the Alexandria Troas to Nandria, the richest, largest and prosperous city of the region, and to Hamaxitis, Larissa and Sarissa. And the symbol of the city, Nandria's grazing horse symbol, was adopted and printed on the coins. The city surrounded by city walls of 7.5 to 8 kilometers in length and about 3 meters thick. A large harbor, breakwater, and a lighthouse was built. In addition, an inner wall was built inside the city. The theater, the palace, the Odeon, the multi-purpose hall of the period, and numerous houses was built. The city soon reached an unprecedented size for that time. As with all great legacies, great problems arose after the division of the Alexandria Empire. Alexander's commanders fell out with each other, dissatisfied with their share. Lysimachus, one of the generals of Alexander the Great, who was victorious in the Battle of Ipsus in 301 BC near Aphion, became the ruler of Antigonia Troas along with some of Anatolia. For the first thing, Lysimachus changed the name of the city to Alexandria Troas in the sense of Troya of Alexander the Great in honor of his former ruler. The city grew rapidly and became a bridge city connecting east and west. In the Hellenistic period that began after Alexander the Great, trade routes from India to Macedonia and the Balkans turned to Alexandria Troas. The exotic goods of the East, all of Anatolia's, Middle East's, and Egypt's exports were sent from Alexandria Troas to Europe. In the meantime, everyone coming from Europe to Asia began to set foot at this city first. According to Strabon, one of the travelers and writers of ancient times, the city's population exceeded 100,000. Considering that the world's population was around 40 million during that period, it is understood how big and important this city was. During the Roman Empire, the importance of the city gradually increased as well. During the reign of Emperor Augustus and his successive nephew, the city was used as if it were the capital of the Roman Empire. The city was called Colonia Alexandria Augusta Troas, or Troas in short. Saul or Saint Paul of Tarsus, one of Jesus' disciples who tried to spread Christianity after Jesus, visited Alexandria Troas 3 times. These visits are also described in the Bible. As explained in the Gospel, the reason for the arrival of Saint Paul to Troas, who was trying to go Europe to preach Christianity at that time, was that the ships leaving for Europe was departing from there and the city was too big and not ignorable. Every time he came to the city, there were extraordinary events. One time, St. Paul resurrected a dead child, as we mentioned in this section of Castambol Thermal Springs, and once he had a dream that he was ordered to preach to Europe people. Alexandria Troas is also accepted as the first city to accept Christianity. In the Catholic and the Orthodox churches, a high-level position known as the Troas bishop still continues its existence.